Hey friends, so today we are talking about relationships and when to start introducing money to them and that tough questions that you may have. So some of the questions that you need to be asking, like what's your credit score? How much do you have in savings? What's your retirement plan? How much debt do you have? All these different types of questions, there's an appropriate time to ask them. And is that the first date? Is that a week into the relationship, 2 months into the relationship, a year into the relationship, when you're engaged, the honeymoon, 3 years into being married? When are these questions appropriate to be asked? So each one is different. Each question has a different time frame, and each relationship is different as well. But the important thing is you want to make sure that you're not going to rush this. You're not going to just kind of kick someone the curb because they use a credit card. Rachel Cruz talks about when she was Rachel Ramsey that Winston used a credit card in their first couple dates. And did she like jump down his throat on it? No, she just let it slide. But as the relationship progressed, they talked about credit cards and they talked about having no debt in their relationship and their marriage and everything. And she waited until the appropriate time for that because she knew that if she just kind of jumped down his throat, then she'd probably lose any chances that she had of being with him. And it was just kind of a very organic thing. And it wasn't a sin issue. Like, it wasn't, he used a credit card, and so it's a sin issue in that aspect. And so she was like, okay, that's fine. And just kind of took some notes while they were on their first couple dates. And that's kind of what I've done with Jamie. And we've been dating for about 2 years now. And we're actually in a totally different place than we were when we first started dating. And money, and my aspect of money, his aspect of money. And there was a lot of things that when I started getting on the Dave Ramsey plan, it was a lot sooner than he was. And I had to be very careful about the way that I worded things, how often I brought things up, because you don't want it to get like Dave Ramsey's a curse word. You don't want to bring it up so much, budgeting so much, that they just get sick of it and they get frustrated and they start resenting it. So you want to make sure that you bring it up in a slow and steady way. And that's something that I had to learn the hard way, because there were times where I talked about it way too much because I was just obsessed with it. I was so excited about budgeting, so excited about getting into debt and all these things that I just wanted to talk to everyone about it. And he didn't want to talk to me about it 24/7. So just kind of bringing it up slowly. And then another thing that I did to kind of get him on board with that is talking about my money wins. So like when I saved my $1,000, when I put X amount towards my student loans, or when I started saving up this amount of money, I would let him know. And he was like, wow, babe, that's awesome. I'm really proud of you. And so those kind of little things kind of got him more on board. And we had to have those hard conversations of different things of like, how are we going to fund our kids' college fund? How are we going to pay for our wedding? How are we going to do different things like this? And when we first started dating, we actually talked about putting it all on credit and taking out a loan for the wedding. And now I'm just like, oh no, we're going to cash flow this. And so it's cool just to see like how God's worked through us and kind of change our mentality on that. So if you are single, just keep on keeping on. Use this time as a blessing, because I know that a lot of times that when you find someone, you spend a lot more money on eating out, on just different things, new outfits to kind of, look good for them, and different things like that. And it can be a big distraction. So if you're single, don't use it as a curse. Don't use it as the woe is me. Use it as the like, all right, I'm going to get this like debt kicked in gear. I wish that the years that I spent from when I graduated to now, I used that time to pay off this debt. Like, those are such wasted years now that I look back. And I could have had this debt gone and done with if I had just used it. If I was paying my debt now like I was then, it would have been gone years ago. So just use this time, get gazelle intense. And when the right person is right for you at that time, he's going to come along or she's going to come along. So just keep on with that. And if you're in a relationship, a new relationship, an old relationship, if you're married, whatever it is, Just be content in that, and just keep on kicking on. Keep on staying gazelle intense, whatever babies that you're on, whether it be 1, 2, or you're doing your big emergency fund, or saving for your down payment, or you're saving for your kids' college fund. Just stay with it. So this video is kind of evolved of what I originally planned on going, but you know what, that's what's on my heart today. So that's where we're going. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on this, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to answer any questions you have, any comments, anything like that. Just let it be an open, healthy, positive conversation. And thank you so much for watching.